Hello YouTube, I'm the Toffman and welcome back to some more Software Inc. It's part number 8 now, I do believe. I did 7 episodes in one single recording, so if you made any comments before this, guys, then I wouldn't have seen them until, well, probably after this, to be quite honest, because the first episode's just gone out, so... You know, thank you very much for the comments, and thank you very much for sticking around. You know, for saying I said that I wouldn't be back to YouTube, and to a point that's still true. That is still true. I'm not going to be back in the same, certainly in the same capacity, but I do want to enjoy some games, and I do enjoy them more sometimes when I'm recording them than when I'm just sat down playing them by myself. So, in some weird way, it feels like I'm playing with somebody. It's very, very strange, but that's just how this is. Anyways, guys, in between episodes, I've gone ahead and we've put out the HE Blaster engine. This is a 3D... There we go. Oh, look at the team. They're really, really busy, look. Absolutely busy as heck. That's because today we are going to be working on the 3D engine. So, what they don't call it 3D engine in this, do they? What do they call it? It made some money. It hasn't made a lot. That's because obviously it's the first outing, but it is an outstanding product, which is fantastic. The Wall 13 came out, was outstanding, absolutely blew the ceiling off of everything with £31 million, and still going, by the way, guys. And of course, HE Beatbox 3, the audio tool, has come out, 12.7 million profit. We're absolutely swimming in moolah right now, absolutely swimming in it. So the HE Blaster engine, the 3D editor, or the 3D engine is what I'm going to be calling it, is now out. It's out. It's outstanding. We've got a publisher for that. That got out and it was absolutely fine. There was no problems with that. And we've got a full-on team of 3D people all up here, all ready and raring to go. So with that in mind, we need to hire, of course, a lead who specialises in automation, who is a ledge, but we also need that multitasking. That is a massive, massive piece when it comes to this. The multitasking is a biggie. It really, really is, guys. So we need somebody that's got that 3-star. And 2 stars, not too bad, but it would be really, really nice. Look at that. Improve effectiveness with any task. It would be really nice to get that 3-star multitasking as well. It's very difficult to be able to come across somebody that's got both of these. That person. Yeah, there we go. It's a normal compatibility, but again, they're usually in another room. Let's see whether or not there's anybody else who has the 3-star. I don't believe so, no. So Avery Adams, that's another Avery, actually. I do believe an Avery is doing something else. So we are going to get Avery Adams. So, oh, I need to click look again. Beautiful. And Avery Adams, this is going to be for you. Avery Adams, any role she's set to at the moment, she shouldn't be. She's not going to be for much longer. She will be. We've got a big 3D editing team, so that's going to be a lot of money there, guys. Okay, so she's going to be leader, doing absolutely nothing else with her life, and yeah, so she is going to be leader. That means, of course, with that now set, we can go ahead and do project management on our 3D editor. So this is just going to be 3D. Let's not call it that. We'll call it HE Blaster Engine. Why not? The leader is going to be Avery Adams. The design team, 3D editor, of course. Support team is going to be support and support HE Paint Me. I really don't mind. Really, I should put these all in the same team because that means they're doing a good job. They really are doing a good job at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Marketing's doing all right as well, so we'll leave that. Why does it always select antivirus? I will never know. Post-marketing team is going to be marketing, not support, so we'll take support off that one. The server is going to be the main one, obviously. And then if we're looking at it, we're going to do the HE Blaster. That is going to be the prototype software. And so on and so forth. So 120% seems to be round about where you get outstanding stuff. I don't know when it comes to Paint Me what the heck happened with that. We'll have to have a look. That's the 2D editor, don't forget. So the 3D editor might also need a little bit more time, but we'll see. We shall see. Yes, focus on a single IP. Yes, use own licenses whenever possible. Should try sticking to own licenses. Yes, definitely stick to it. Handle marketing as well. And physical copies. 500,000. Just straight away, 500,000. We're getting to be a pretty big company. Interestingly enough, we've got all this market recognition now, which we are absolutely fantastic. We've got 2 million fans, and yet we're only a 1-star business reputation. It makes no sense at all. So we might want to do some of this contract work to try and get our business reputation up. It's just very weird that the star is only on 1 star when we are doing so well as a company. I don't understand. Maybe it's not really taken into account as it should be. So let's continue on that then, guys. And HE Blaster Engine, that's going to be put up there. We're going to leave that up. We're going to have a look at the active users as well, see if this goes up. Education is becoming a thing. It's really, really annoying me having to do education. So these people, these leaders really need to start getting on with that education and doing it themselves rather than me having to do it. But let's take a look then, because it's going to tick over. 57,000 active users. So that's a massive jump. How big of a jump? Oh, we've jumped into profit now. We've jumped into profit with the 3D editor. That is brilliant. And of course, 36 million. I think that's the one that has given us the most profit out of absolutely anything that we've put out so far. Oh no, 64 million for... Oh no, that's the malware fighter that I actually bought off somebody else. I didn't make that. So yeah, we're in profit. But the 36 million from the Wall 13 is just... See, we've just had constant green while that's been coming out. Absolutely constant green. So it's very nearly May, so we'll see whether or not what's going to happen with the HE Paint Me and see whether or not that is going to make money, or at least be a much better quality product, because that's the only one that's letting us down. Is the Paint Me series at the moment is still being mediocre. If it's a mediocre again, we're going to have a look, a good look, because we're losing money here on this one. We're going to have a good look at the team and whether or not we've got the right team in doing what it needs to be done. So maybe there's just better 2D ones out on the market there, and of course ours comes out as mediocre. Oh my goodness gracious me, we do not meet demand on pretty much anything here, guys. So in stock... Oh, I got a comment from somebody as well. Let me just pause it really quickly. What is the difference between in storage and in stock? Well, in stock means it's sort of like, I do believe this, and I could be wrong by saying this, but in storage means ones you physically actually made as a company. You've printed them yourself. They're not bought in. In stock are the ones that you've bought in. On top of the ones that might come from storage, for instance. But I think it is. I could be completely wrong by that, guys. If I am, please do tell me. But I think I'm pretty much right on that scale. So we need to order some more copies. Of course we need to order some more copies. 500,000 done. The thing is that we really do need to order some more copies. Not for the Blaster Engine, but for Beatbox as well. We're just going to do 500,000. We've got loads and loads of money in the bank. HE The Wall 2 is on 83,000, but hopefully people will move forwards with that. So we'll see what happens with Paint Me today as well, because that's going to get released. That is going to get... In fact, it's just got released. Let's go ahead. Can we click on this? What is... It's mediocre again. I mean, really, why is it mediocre? It's not using any framework. Right, okay. I want to look at the actual... Right, tech levels. 1990 and 1993. Okay, so the tech is a little bit old, but it shouldn't matter that much. Franchise features. Okay, here we go. To me, it doesn't look too bad. Like, I don't understand. If we were to go in here and make another 2D editor, 2D graphics and system, right? Oh, okay. Okay, we're only capable... See, that is expected interest look of 100%. 5 designers, 8 programmers, 3 artists. We've got the capability of making this, okay? It says approximately 2 years. Oh, wait, no, I've got the wrong team on it. That's why. Let me take a look, make sure that my 2D editing team is up to scratch here, and we've got everybody that is needed for this. We do have everybody. So we could make something that looks a little bit like that, and it should be absolutely fantastic. Missing a level 2 system designer. It's not the end of the world. To be quite honest, I don't think it is. I mean, you could take that away and you can still 8, 12 and 3. So that would be what? 23 people altogether. Plus some designers could do programming as well. And that's basically what I do. So some 27 people. 2D18 teams down to 17 people. But if we have a look at this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got technically 10 designers. We've got 15 programmers and 6 artists. There is no excuse. Are they just not getting enough time to be able to do it? That's the question. I'm going to whack this up to 150% then, and see whether or not that is going to make a difference to HE Paint Me 7 when that comes out. Because Mediocre, that's the only one that's letting us down. Everything else is outstanding. HE Paint Me comes out, mediocre. Nobody gives a flying fuck about HE Paint Me, which is really annoying actually. But hey ho, Sammy Patterson, come on now, sort your life out. We've got another release of The Wall. Oh god, Rita Richardson's now retired. This is. Oh, she was the lead. No, she was. I'm sure she was the leader. Antivirus team. Okay, let me have a look. Antivirus employees. Okay, no, Hazel Hopkins was the leader. This person who changed roles. Okay, cannot design. Is a secondary artist, and of course doesn't do that as well. So they should hire the same people. Or the people that can do the same things as the person that they are replacing, if that makes sense. So a programmer for a programmer, and even, I think, even down to the secondaries as well. It just basically replaces the person and gives them the stats that they were when they were first hired, I believe. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, please do shout at me for that. Wow, look at this guy. HE Blaster Engine now has 125,000 active users and is bringing in 7.1 million in profit. HE Paint Me 3, unfortunately, still on a minus, but could possibly improve upon that. Net units sold, 17,276 so far. We'll see what happens. Okay, so another day is about to come to an end. Okay, we've sold a little bit more of the HE Paint Me 3 now. 6, just say the HE Paint Me 3. That was ages ago. HE Paint Me 6. We now. I thought we were in a profit. We're not in a profit. That's that one. That's. Oh, I can't believe it. 57 million. My goodness gracious me. We're nearly eclipsing the old Malware Fighter as well that we took off the market. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you this or not, but if we take a look at. Whoops. If we take a look at what's been coming out recently, you can see Ad Remover 20 is there, but also HE The Wall, and also a new one, Crime Choker 3. So something has just come along and replaced the one that we bought, Malware Fighter. And this is what always happens. You can never get a monopoly in anything. And that's something to keep an eye on, guys, because if you think that you're going to just buy out a company, and that'll be the end of your problems. Not the case. You always end up with something else that comes out, and they're not doing particularly bad. What a good thing to do, if you want to make a little bit of money off doing that, is to go into whoever is making it. So you go to all software here, Crime Choker 3. Not in this instance because it's too late now. But if you were to take over an antivirus, and if you can see upcoming... Oops, that's the wrong button. If you can see upcoming releases on here, so you can see Crime Choker 4 is going to come out, and you can see who the company is that makes it. You can then, using all companies, go find the company. Say, for example, Throw Trials. It wasn't them, but we're going to do that anyway. Go into their details, and you could buy their stock. And then when they release a couple of antiviruses, you can sell that stock for a little bit of extra money. Of course, you might want to keep hold of that stock for a long time and then just, sell it when it's worth an absolute butt ton. But that's another way where you could just make a little bit of extra money from that as well. It's a big day for HE or Hague Entertainment. What is what we call? We're not even entertaining people at the moment. That's the thing. We are working towards that, guys. I promise you this. But the HE Wall 14 has now been released. We'll see how well that does. So if we have a look at it down here, it is outstanding. Another outstanding product. We've got 429,000 people using this. And in fact, Beatbox 3 has actually overtaken the Wall 13 as the most profitable piece of software we've ever created. Also, interestingly enough, we are turning a profit on Paint Me 6, which is good. I mean, I've upgraded the amount of time it takes to make Paint Me, so hopefully that extra bit of time will be able to polish things off and hopefully make a better product. I've also done the same with the Blaster engine as well, given the 2D and 3D engines a little bit of an extra time frame to be able to get just that outstanding quality. That's what we're after, the outstanding quality. Let's see how the wall does right now. 87,000 people straight off the bat. Support for Blaster engine no longer have any users to sell to. Consider porting it. Okay, that's interesting. Do we need to port it? I mean, let's have a gander, guys. Let's have a gander at who would port this. Well, of course, the 3D editing team would port it. And what sort of 1.2 million in Lion X? Yeah, get that ported, my friends. Get that ported so we can see exactly what's going on. As the product's been reviewed, so let's have a quick look about the HE Wall 4. It's pretty much, overall, they've put effort into HE the Wall 14, and it really shows. It's extremely well put together. We can't even imagine how complicated it is. There's not much to experience. There's so much to experience, and it's completely humbling to witness. It'll be competing with Crime Choker 4. Well, it won't be competing, let's be honest, guys. It is a cut above. We are known for our antivirus. We are known for our audio tools. It's the other two that need to catch up with it, with the times a little bit. But we're doing very, very well. We are doing extremely well. And as soon as we get that ported over, we'll have extra copies to sell to 1.4 million people. And with the Blaster engine doing 173,000 copies, we will keep an eye on that, actually, when it turns around to the next day. We'll do that on camera, actually. 173,000 active users as well. So all of these people... no. How much have we actually sold? Net units sold 349,000. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see. 174. So it went up, but only very slightly. It's still, we can sell it. We can sell it to people. HE the Wall 13 no longer have any users to sell to. That's fine, because HE 14 is now out, and that does. So that's good. That is good. What's next on the list then? Okay, so January 2001, HE Paint Me 7 will be coming out. Is that already in? It's already in the developing stage. Nice. Okay, they've got a good amount of time then. Just over a year, actually, to be able to get that done. HE Beatbox will be released, Beatbox 4 will be released in May 2001, and of course the Wall is pretty much nearly every year, just a little bit extra time on there, and the Blaster engine will take a lot longer as well, with it being a 3D engine. If we take a look at it, guys, actually, if you go into the options here, you can see when it's going to be released, August 2001, so just a little bit after these guys. I don't think that's enough time, personally, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, that is going to be it for the end of this episode. I said there's only going to be 10 episodes in this series. I'm pretty much sure that that is going to be the case. In the next episode, we will start working towards making a gaming studio, our own little gaming place that will use all these different engines that we're creating and making money on, and that is going to be awesome. We're going to do it probably over in one of these extra spots over here so that we can, we've got a lot more space. We're not going to do it in the same building. I think we'll do it in a different one because it's going to be a lot more involved. Until next time then, guys, I've been the Tough Man as always. Stay safe.